beautiful lesson, brother. Still, always. All praises to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Yeah, so a little update of what's happening in the world right now, all over. You know, how the Most High is judging like he always does, and he does not tarry. You know. So yeah, basically, I'll start off with this one. In New York, there was a bright green light that went over the sky, and it was, you know, I don't know, they're not saying it's a UFO or whatever, but you know, it was bad. A lot of people see it, a lot of people rang up and called about it. Still, if you wanna get me Luke 21:25. So yeah, it was a bright green light lit up the sky and that. I mean, I ain't seen no videos and that, but a lot of reports. So yeah.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, and perplexity, and the sea, and perplexity, the sea, and the waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them for fear.
Saying that again?
Men's hearts failing them for fear. For looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Oh, and that's what I mean. They can't explain it. So, you know, a lot of people are going to get scared when they see that. That's just one little thing. Obviously, there's been chariot sightings all over, you know, like that's just constant. Every day or every week and month, they're just getting more and more reports on this. So, you know, that's what's happened. I think that was the other day, actually. Still, let me keep it in Kiev, in Ukraine. You see that? In Kiev, in Ukraine, the whole sky looked bloody. Like, I mean, like all the clouds looked like it was blood. You know what I mean?
Underneath the clouds.
Yeah, like it was the clouds, innit? And on top, it was nothing. Yeah. So it's crazy. So yeah, I mean, you got a precept for that? Yeah, go on, bring that out.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall turn into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes.
So you know, that's another thing they can't really explain either. You know, look like, you know, usually when you see the sky at night, it looks all reddish. They try and say the next day it's going to be all sunny and that. That's what it looked like. It looked crazy, still very crazy. And on that note, on the 19th as well, the 19th coming up, there's going to be a blood moon. Yeah, and it's supposedly going to be the longest blood moon in like 100 years. So he sort of says, you know what I mean? But yeah, now if you want to get me Sirach 43 and 6, Baba Kasha. Yeah, you there?
This is the book of Sirach,
Chapter 43 and verses 6. He made the moon also to serve in her seasons, for a declaration for times, and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feasts, a light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Yeah, so obviously the moon's for signs and for wonders, like the precept in Joel, was it 2 and 30, the blood moon. Blood moon means death and destruction's about to happen, you know? And we've been saying this for all the mighty men out here teaching, been saying this for the longest. Come, bring it out.
This is the first book of Moses, Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
And power shall let there be light in the firmaments of the heavens, to divide the night from the day, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for years and for days and for years. So yeah, that's the signs.
Oh yeah, that's how we know, like 49, Isaiah 49 and 2 of the show. No, wait, no. Sorry, 49. Salakia. No, I will show you before these things come to pass. I will show you. I'll tell you. Isaiah, it's 47, like 47.
49 and 8. 49 and 8. But let me get this.
Go on.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 22. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. So that's saying that the Jews, the southern kingdom of Israel, we require these signs. That's why when anything happens in like so-called like Jamaica, we'll be like, oh my God, look, this is a sign from the Heavenly Father. They hearken onto signs. But like the Greeks, meaning like the northern kingdom, they require wisdom. They require precepts. They require like philosophies of the ancestors, the breakdowns. Alright, that's the way that the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, they've got different kind of like ways to bring them forth. And the Israelites, they've always required signs. Like, I want to walk on the waters. Alright, now that's it.
Yeah.
For real, that's it. It's 42.
49 and 2.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 9. Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 9.
Behold, for the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Yeah, so before anything happens, the Most High shows the signs on the earth, you know what I mean? Before it even comes out. So yeah.
So yeah, by his prophets. That's why it says, Jeremiah, it says, I earnestly woke up, Jeremiah 11 and 7. It says, he earnestly woke up the prophets.
You know what I mean? So he can tell them. You know what I mean? That's what we're out here for. We're out here to sound the trumpet. Alright? And the people, they're not even afraid. They're happy. Alright? While we're sounding the trumpets telling you to wake up, the signs are amongst us. They're still ready to go to the next rave. Alright? They're still ready to go to the next headphone party. To go to the next church gathering, to damn gospel choir songs. Alright?
Yeah, these people ain't waking up, man. And that's what I mean. Shall there be a trumpet blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Now these signs that are going to come, they're going to be afraid. You know, like as soon as certain things start hitting, they're going to be afraid. Already, the Most High is already judging, you know, Spain, Italy, certain parts like India. India's been getting it crazy lately. China as well, you know. So yeah, he's doing his bit still. In Sicily, Italy, still flooding. I brought it out a few weeks ago. They're still flooding out there. It's mad. Causing the streets to collapse and caving in and all that, just causing bare damage. So yeah, Sicily. There's heavy rain in Algiers in Algeria, causing sewers to block up. So like the whole roads are just literally flooded with sewage, you know, and you know, sewage water and that. And then in Argentina as well, Neuquén, some crazy hailstones causing like a snowy flood, you know. And yeah, I've not seen that still, snowy flood. But if you wanna get me Baba Kashar, Wisdom of Solomon 5:22. Baba Kashar.
This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 22. And hailstones fell of wrath, and full of wrath shall be cast as out of a shadow, as a stone brew. and the waters of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall surely drown them.
So yeah, you know, obviously everything that's coming out in the Bibles is actually happening nowadays. You know, some people might try and say, oh yeah, but these things been happening, but it's getting worse and worse nowadays. It's intensifying, you know, it's the end times now, you know, the iniquities of our people, and it's just gone up to heaven now. It's only a matter of time, innit, you know? Like we put it out earlier as well, no man knoweth the time or the hour, you know, not even Christ. So yeah, Yahweh Shai. And what's it, volcano in Hawaii, I brought that out a couple weeks ago. That's crazy now. That's going on like that one in Spain, La Palma. It's all reached to the ocean. It's all causing the sea to boil up and that. Looking crazy sight. I mean, if you wanna get me, Judith 16 and 15.
This is the book of Judith.
Chapter 15 and verse 16. You sure? There's no 16. Alright, yeah, Judith chapter 15, 16 and verse 15. For the mountains shall be moved from their foundation with the waters, the rock shall melt as wax at the presence, yet thou art merciful to let them that fear thee. For
that's it. Calm. So yeah, obviously, you know, like the what's it? Yeah, it's not gonna touch people who fear the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, fear Yahweh. Like that woman, that sister earlier, talking about, you know, her dream and that. That's exactly what's gonna happen, really, innit? Like, you know, the ones that fear him, all hell and destruction's gonna happen all around them. Lord willing that we are one of those, the elect, you know, and that we might be saved. But yeah, everything's gonna go crazy, but the elect's not gonna be touched. You know what I mean? They're gonna laugh and smile and eat abundantly, while all famine, death, and destruction is happening all around the earth. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, in you've got another one.
Well, just on what you were saying, right?
Well,
this is Second Ezra, chapter. I think it's chapter 9. Let me just bring it up this way. No. Second Ezra, chapter. Yeah, there it is. Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 9. Then shall they be in a pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have lofted my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was upon them, understood not, but despised it. The same shall know it after death by pain. And therefore thou not curious, therefore be not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and whom the world is created.
Ah, beautiful. And that's why we're out here. We're trying to help. We're trying to save ourselves and our people, you know, so that they don't get caught up in this death and destruction which is about to happen, you know.
Go. Yeah, this is Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 23. The trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. Yeah, the ones that the Bible, like, they're not. It's not. The angels are going to camp around about the ones that fear, and the ones that don't see it, that don't hear the trumpet, they're going to feel the wrath. But the ones that listen, hearken, all right, kept law, statutes, and commandments, look, the salvation is for those guys, man, that diligently try.
Yeah, that's what we're at. That's why we're out here. The trumpet's blowing. This is the people. Yeah, God, you got to preach it.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accepted, worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Yes, it's a similar thing that Yahweh Shah was telling us from the Ezra to now. Watch and pray that we're acceptable men that will escape all of the judgments that's going to come upon this earth, you know. So it's just a precept upon precept, isn't it?
And that's, you know, we're just trying to get salvation, you know. The only way we could do it is by returning to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, just like in that precept just now, it's been here for the longest, you know. The mighty men have been out here teaching for the longest, but people don't want to, they despise the law. You know, like back in the day, in the old times, he that despised the law got put to death. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, come on, got a precept.
It's the book of Joel 2, starting from top. Blow the trumpet in Zion, sound the alarm in the holy mountain. Let all the inheritance of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Beautiful precept. Yeah, and that's what it is, you know. The trumpet is a warning, you know. Obviously, we went into that a few weeks ago, like how the trumpet, it plays different roles, you know. You got the joyful trumpet, like when, you know, we got the new moon trumpet, we got the warning trumpet, we got the war trumpet. There's all different sounds, and this is the trumpet of warning that we do every week, week in and week out, trying to wake up our people to bring them back to their heritage, which is the law, statute, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for these heathens. They like to come, walk about, and come. It's always the heathens that want to come up and look. You know, it's never our people. They're still stiff-necked. But yeah, that's the curses, you know. We bring it out all the time, you know. But yeah, what's it? Another thing now in Malaysia, Sri Aman, there's all sinkholes and that in the roads, like the land's just collapsing out there. So all praises to the Most High. In India, in Elam, they're all having festivals out there, throwing cow dung at each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, Jeremiah that is, isn't it? Learn not the ways of the heathens. You won't catch no Israelites out there throwing cow dung at each other. You get what I'm saying? Only Elam and these heathens will be capable of such things. You know what I mean? Where's that? Where the hell did they learn that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what's it? In Aberdeen, yeah, South Africa, a whole heap of turkeys just dead, like loads of them. Some of them were still alive as well, so I don't know what's happened there. You know, we keep seeing fishes washing up on the sea all over.
Real fucking paddy roller there, right?
What?
That guy there, bro. Real paddy roller, bro.
Yeah?
The guy that was there, bro.
Yeah, I don't even pay him no mind still.
Bro, you see how angry he was, the fact that we're standing up here.
Yeah, boy, I noticed how you had the oars there, look. I don't even pay him no mind, innit? Straight. I'm trying to bring out
No,
the
but
news.
remember it says there's the spirits, they live on, innit? Like, there's...
Yeah. He's those guys in top hats.
He's the guys
Do you
in
know
the
what I
top
mean?
hats, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Remember that book I got? They all got top hats in here,
They
man.
got the spirits in them that they
Yeah,
know.
look. Madness. What's it? In Nicaragua, what's it? Slovakia, a magnitude 6.2 earthquake went off. So yeah, you know, there's more earthquakes happening.
Hey, don't touch it.
Oh, sorry.
More earthquakes happening.
2 meters.
We were going to play some music here. We just wondered how long you're going to be. When you finish, we're going to take over.
Wait, patience.
Yeah, what's it? In China, they're telling people to stack up food.
Any
You know
idea
what I
how
mean?
long you might
Like
be?
they know what's like something's about to happen eventually. You know what I mean? Like as in like the war, they know their war's gonna start kicking off. They already know that. Their people already know this. You know what I mean? But the government's actually telling them, look, stock up on food, like be prepared. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy. What's it? In the last one still is Esau, like talk of the devil. You get what I'm saying? Esau doing all he can to promote the poison. Literally.
Wait, one second.
Hey, look, Esau, look, we're not them black niggers that you think you can run things up here. Alright? You're gonna be however we're gonna be. Alright? If it's 10 hours, if it's 5 hours, if it's 2 hours, but we just say have patience and you'll be alright. Alright? Alright, cool.
Yeah, come, have a little patience. You see, we're doing something, and that's it. Yeah. We don't know how long we're gonna be. Alright, that's it. Come, yeah. So yeah, Esau, talking of the devil, doing all he can to promote the poison. Yeah, offering children money, like literally 8-year-olds to 12-year-olds, like $100, this, that, and the other in America. Yeah, to literally take this poison. Yeah, they're offering men out here, or in Vienna, they're offering men 30 minutes with like a woman of their choice. You know what I mean? In order to take the poison, you know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we just said, man. Esau, what the fuck? Come on, Esau, allow it.
Yeah, come.
Come on, look, we told you, have patience. And we're not,
Come on, bring
we
it
don't
out,
live
bring it
here. I said however long the Most High wants us to
This
live.
is the book of Revelation chapter 3 and 13 and verse 16. And it shall cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their forehead, in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy nor sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, and for the number of is the number of a man, and his number is 636.
And that's it, innit? That's it. Obviously, we've got Esau trying to oppress us already. For that, we're going to take even longer, innit? Straight up, you know, like that. When we close out, we're going to chill for a bit, innit? You know, like that. Have a little congregation and that. He can wait still. You know what I mean? I don't know what his problem is still. But yeah, that's what they're doing.
And we brought that out earlier. That was one of the first lessons we brought out. The pride of Esau.
That's it.
It's the pride of Esau, and it's manifested in himself. You know, he couldn't be humble, he couldn't be patient just to wait. Everything that we're touching right now, he wants to come and put his hands on. You know, the brother said to him, hold on, we're going to talk to you. But Esau in his pride, he's always on Jacob.
That's it.
We can't make this up, man. The Most High's already given us this prophecies, man.
That's it.
That's why we hold fast to our laws and our commandments and our understanding. We can praise Him to the Most High because He makes it manifest. You know, we're not dry bones out here.
That's it.
You know, but we're not going to be pushed around like these niggas that want to keep getting pushed around by the so-called white man. We're going to stand bold as lions for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're not going to be moved.
We're not going to be pushed around.
That's it.
That's right.
Just for that, we're going to take even longer. You know what those ones?
Right.
Just to, you know what I mean?
You don't own
like
it.
the pride of thine heart has to, you know what I mean? Serious. You can see he's all getting all shaky and that. You get it? Oh yeah, Salakia, Israel. You've got a precept.
Bring it out.
Let me get this Muslim Solomon.
Alright, this is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16. Behold, I have sent you forth as sheep as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
So that's what we're doing. We're going to just stand here bold like lions. Yeah, he's not going to move us. You know what I mean? We're going to go when we feel like going. You know what I mean? We're not going to tell him no times. Like, that's what he wants, isn't it? Oh, look, how long are you going to be? Like, trying to rush, man. It's not how it gets down.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such that have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor. When they see it, thou shalt be terribly, thou shalt be troubled with terrible fear, and shalt be amazed at the strength of his salvation. So far beyond all that they looked for. And that's what's happened when they're seeing us standing up here, and the brother was not backing down. He started getting shaky. It confounded him.
He was expecting, man, to just be like, alright, yeah, we're going in a minute, and that's it. Like, no.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, like the brother said now, we'll pack up, we'll leave when the Most High says that's the time to pack up. We're not going to see Esau there and be like, damn, Esau's waiting to get the spot. Let's move quickly. Let's hurry up and leave. You know what I mean? You know, we're not in the constituency. All right. Right. We're not in amongst them. We're not on our jurisdiction. Yeah, this is the vine of Israel, right? We even have to tell other IUIC tried to come up again to come preach on our foundation. All right. We told them as well. All right. R.I.P. Joy Morgan, man. All right. Leviticus 5:1. All right. You don't make no disclaimers and hide. All right. What's going on amongst the children of Israel? All right. Come out and speak on wickedness. You expose wickedness. Don't hide wickedness. That's why a lot of Israelites, all right, they're not coming to the fold. All right, because they've seen your wickedness, and now they want to stay Gentile-minded, because they feel that they'll get put to death. All right, joining the cults, they'll call it. All right, all right. So yeah, man, be careful of them sheep in wolves' clothing, man. All right, them wolves. Said it wrong. Be careful of the wolves in sheep's clothing and their colourful t-shirts, man. All right, R.I.P. Joy Morgan, man. All right, seriously. All right, so now. This is on Edom, man. Alright? Don't forget Esau. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. And I repeat, but be like unto spittle. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. All right, Romans 9.
He's gone off still, which is good still, but you know.
He'll be back.
Yeah, I know, he's going to do a circle around the block or something.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. All All right. And if we read the Psalms, it actually says, "Do not."
I hate them. I hate you.
Yeah, we're gonna go chicka chicka chicka. Like precept must be upon precept. Line must be upon the line. Alright? Whoever gets it first, bang, bring it. Yes. You know how it goes. Quick with this one. Psalms 139 and verse 21. Do not I hate thee. Do not I hate them. Salakia. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee. Am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
That's it, and that's playing upon table. That the hate that we have for these lot, for it's the same as David. It should be like, you know what I mean? Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua, isn't it? But who's this coming from Bozrah with dyed garments? You know what I mean? So he hates them. So we hate them, you know?
That's right, by default.
Yeah, that's it. And no, they can't be saved. They can't be saved. Yeah, so you know, most people always, that's the first thing they ask about when it comes to salvation. Oh, but what about the oppressor? You know, what about Esau?
When you gonna leave?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Well, that's it from the news and that, man. Any brothers want to bring anything else out? Want to bring something out? No?
Alright,
Cool.
So yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Close out. Psalms 132.
Daniel 7, and Revelations. Revelations chapter 16 and 17. Alright.
So now, alright, we're gonna go into it. We're gonna bring out the mighty precepts. Our people need to watch that film, Get Out, man. That's a really good educational film for our people, man. Alright? Because when they watch that film, they learn about the sunken place that happened to Samson. Alright? With Delilah. Alright? That happened to Solomon. With the splitting of the kingdoms. Alright? And how their vessels are wicked and are impure, and it makes you defile your temple to then go and turn to the other gods and the idols, man. Alright? Alright, so now, we're gonna close out on these verses here. Let's bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 17, Salakia. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, It is done.
It is what?
It is done.
It is done. This place is Armageddon. This place is literally Armageddon, man. Alright? Destruction. Alright? A vessel fit for destruction. Alright? That's what this place is. It's done. Alright? Bring it out up.
This is the book of Psalms 132 verse 11. Yahweh has sworn his truth unto David. He will not turn from it.
Oh, you're disrespecting Dawood. You're disrespecting David. Alright? From the Luos, from the damn Philistines, man. Bro, the Most High is not turning from David, man. Alright? The conquering lion of the tribe of Yahweh. Alright?
Of the fruit of thy body will he set upon thy throne, if thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony, that I shall teach them.
Alright, the tabernacle of David will rise up. Alright? And we have to teach our children. Alright?
Their children also shall sit upon thy throne forevermore.
How long?
Forevermore.
I will, man. Alright? That's what we hope for. Alright? Our hopes, prayers, and desires that the children of Israel can be saved. And we need to teach our children also. Alright? Because what?
This is the book of Daniel 7 verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
Shall what?
Shall take the kingdom. and possess the kingdom, and
Forever.
forever, even forever
And ever.
and ever.
Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I will. All right. And on that, we're going to close out. We're going to give all praises and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Baha, Rakah Kadash, Kwame Shirella. All right. I'm man of Allah. All right. Big up Jerusalem, man. All right. Mount Zion, man.